So first of all, both Nader, our director of field development, and myself have been in this industry of network marketing. Myself for about 25 years, Nader about 30 plus years. So we've got a lot of experience, both started in the field as affiliates. We're able to figure some things out, built some big organizations, moved into consulting, business ownership, product development, software. When it comes to network marketing, we've been there, done that, and had a lot of experience, had a lot of fun doing it, met some amazing people through this great industry, and continue to really be able to be part of it and help you guys as well. But that said, about 5 years ago, I completely walked away from this industry. I said I was done. I didn't want to come back. I didn't want anything to do with it anymore. And the reason was because when I actually looked at the numbers, when I took a step back and looked at what was actually happening in this industry, and I'm the guy that creates the products, writes the compensation plan, so I probably should have had a better idea. But to give you guys an idea of what I'm talking about, so the average network marketing product costs about, well, this isn't the average product, but the average one costs about $8 to $12 to make. This costs a little bit more because it uses premium ingredients, highest quality USDA certified organic stuff. But the average product in the network marketing industry costs about $8 to $10, maybe $12 to make. And companies have to mark that up 8, 10, 12 times to be able to pay out big commissions in a compensation plan. So they'll sell it for 70, 80, 90, $100 to pay out big commissions in a comp plan. The challenge is less than 1% of people in the network marketing industry are making a full-time income. And by full-time, I'm not talking about the $5,000 and $10,000 months that you hear, even the $20,000, $30,000, $50,000 months. I'm talking about just $2,500 a month. Less than 1% of people in the industry are making a full-time income. And that's okay. I don't have a problem with that. I don't believe this industry was designed to help people really create ridiculous amounts of money. I think it was designed to help people create just some supplemental income in their spare time from home, to give them some options to be able to pay some bills and be able to do some more things that they weren't able to do before. That said, so you got another 2 to 3% who are making that extra $100, $200, $300 a month, which is great. That's what I call the sweet spot in the network marketing industry. The challenge is only 3% of people are at that level, which means over 95% of people in the network marketing industry, doesn't matter what company, 95% are making zero to nothing. In other words, they're losing money by being part of the company instead of making money, which is the reason that they got into the company. And so that's what I had a problem with. That's what I didn't like. And so trying to tweak things, move things around, change compensation plans, work with price points, figure this thing out, because it didn't make any sense. How could less than 5% of people in this industry be making money and 95% losing money? That's not okay. And so again, we played with numbers. We're able to move the needle a little bit, but just wasn't enough. And what it came down to was price point. And especially now with the economy that we're in, people aren't spending money. They're moving away from expensive, overpriced things. Buying habits are shifting more towards affordability and value. And probably those numbers are getting even worse. So before I go on, let me tell you, Live Good actually has over 30% of our affiliates in profit, compared to a good company is about 5%. So we're like 6 times more people in profit, making money, winning, than every other company out there. And that doesn't even count all the people who are saving more money on our amazing products than it even costs to be part of the company. So that's very exciting. But all that said, we get into this industry, we talk about this idea of residual income, building something one time, work it for a few years and be able to reap the rewards for years and years to come. And it's just not a reality. It's not really happening. And so because of that, I didn't feel good about being part of the industry anymore. Just ethically, morally, I had issue talking about this concept of residual income when I saw that it wasn't happening for anybody. Even the top earners who were making, the 1% of people making a full-time income, they're still, if you look at any top earner and where they were 4 or 5 years ago, it was probably in a different company, if not 2 or 3 companies ago. So that's what I didn't like about the industry. I love the idea of residual income. I want to help people get that residual income. But when you're working with a price point and people have to spend 70, 80, 100, 150 bucks a month to be part of a company, that's a compromise. Because when it comes down to it, they have to pay their cell phone bill, they have to pay their utility bill. or buy their weight loss product to stay active in this company that they're not making money in, we know what people are going to do. And it's the smart decision. It's the right decision. It's what they have to do. And that's why the average person, the lifespan of an average person in the network marketing industry is less than 3 months. It's 2.8 months. And then they're revolving out the back door. And so that's not a way to create long-term residual income. And so again, I was done. I walked away. I was happy. I had a very successful company at the time. I merged it into another company, made sure my people were taken care of, and that was it. And I was happy. And but at the same time, Nauder and I, our director of product of field development, we've been good friends in this industry, done a lot of things together. We've had this concept. We've had this idea. We recognized a long time ago that things weren't as exciting as a lot of companies try to make them sound. And we talked about it. Look, we've got the best products out there. We've got the best manufacturers, formulators. We know how to do this, but people can't get results on products when they're only staying on them for less than 3 months. What if we were able to bring people the highest quality products at the lowest prices anywhere, do it kind of like a Costco type model where we can sell them for a few dollars above cost so people can actually afford them and continue to be on them and get those results? And this was like 8 years ago, we started talking about it. And it was a great idea. It was a great idea then. It's a great idea now. But at the same time, I was done. And I wasn't coming back. I was happy with that decision. And, you know, every time we talked, Nauder would remind me, we got to do the Costco deal. We've got to fix this industry. We've got to do this new model. And I agreed with them. Someone had to do it. And the industry needs it. The world needs it. But it wasn't going to be me. I was done and I was happy. And I just continued to watch this industry get worse instead of better, greed kicking in, the economy changing, which is really what brought me back, is that these companies don't recognize that, again, people aren't spending the money they used to. The dollar isn't going as far as it used to. People are moving away from expensive, overpriced things, more towards affordability and value. They're looking for value. And none of these companies are recognizing that. They're still trying to gouge people with $70 bottles of CBD oil or weight loss product or whatever it is, or the magic berry from the Magic Mountains. And it's not working anymore. And that's why you'll hear from Nauder here in a second. All those companies are going down while people are moving towards the value price. You look at Walmart, Costco, Amazon, that's where people are shopping. They're comparing prices. And so it was time. It was time to come back. It was time to fix this broken business model. And 1.4, 1.5 million members later in just 20 months kind of shows people that it wasn't, we weren't the only ones that thought this was a good idea. Amazon took 2 years to put in 1 million members. We did it in 13 months. No other network marketing company has ever done it in like less than 7 years. And again, we did it in 13 months. So obviously there is a need, a demand, a want for what we are doing. The products absolutely sell themselves. They get results. People are recognizing, which is a whole nother trend that I'll talk about here in a second, that is just pushing this thing, that it's about to kick in even bigger. People need supplements. So I'll leave it at that for now. But with that, let me turn it over to my good friend, our director of field development, to talk about the timing and positioning, why it's so important, how we've grown to almost 5 million members in just 20 months and are about to take it to the next level. So with that, our director of network marketing, and for those of you guys who don't know this guy, I mean, he is a legend in the network marketing industry. He's helped a lot of people